Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Cut the Cap, Episode 5, a milestone episode for Cut the Cap. Not only is it our 5th episode, but it is the first visual episode. We are on video now, and I am your host, Dom Caplupo, and I am once again joined by my co-host,
Mike Capasso. Cap.
He's back. We're back and better, and we have 2 new guests on the show. Who do we start with first? I think I'm going to start with the guy on my right.
It's Christopher Chevrolet Caprice.
There we go. And then the guy on my left.
I am Ryan O'Cap.
There we go.
That's right.
No Phil Cap today.
Fuck that guy.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, he's out.
He's an Iowan
He's
now.
like making corn or eating corn
He's in
or
the
something.
Midwest making emo.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, what a guy. Well, speaking of corn and what you
What a
have in
segue.
your hand, I think today we're going to have a little good old drafting of beer.
Hell yeah.
Isn't that what the Army does?
Yes. And you have to create
Beer and men.
a 4-pack of beer.
Whatever 4-pack you're sending to the front lines, who's going to come out on top?
Create a 4-pack of men.
Men.
That's what we are.
Draft men.
We are 4 men, and we all need 4 beers, but we can't have the same beer.
It's true.
Now,
Only 4 beers.
Now-
Beer on Dale's shirt.
we forgot our 4th guest, Dale Earnhardt. He is here overseeing the episode today. He's not going to really talk today, but
Yeah.
He has 76 cup wins and 7 Winston Cup championships.
He's the strong, silent type.
as you see, he doesn't have a beer, but he does have a nice ice-cold Coca-Cola in his hand.
Not sponsored.
And he's got Burger King on the fire suit, so you know he would have a Whopper in the other hand if there wasn't a helmet.
We're sorry we couldn't bring the concrete wall with us today, too.
Oh.
It was too much to lug in here.
Well, anyways. So, beer. I think we all
Yes.
hate beer in here. No, it's a
Yeah.
lie.
Beer's
I
terrible.
hate it.
I think we all love beer a little too much.
Yeah. It's January, dry January.
I'm trying it.
Cheers.
I'm succeeding so far. I'm actually doing it.
I forgot to untap this.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to do
You
that
gotta
mid-podcast.
Give it
Oh, yeah.
House beer.
Give it to.
If you have Untapped, the app, it's like social media for beer.
Not sponsored.
Please add
Please
me.
sponsor us.
My username is DomCaps. Add me on there.
My username is Breezy Images.
My username is C... Oh, fuck. I don't want to expose that I didn't say my real name before.
You didn't?
No.
Your name isn't Breezy Images?
My username is, I think it's Mike Capasso. I don't remember though.
Yeah. It's something like that.
Yeah. But,
You're in there
we are going to be doing a draft of 4 beers per man, per guest, per person.
That is right.
Your perfect 6-pack. Or
And
4-pack, excuse me.
Perfect 4-pack. And as Dom said, there's going to be no repeats. So that means you're going to be hearing 12 unheard of beers before.
That's right. No one has ever heard of them before.
Or
Now,
drank them.
now, what I should have did was, don't have
Yeah, that's
my
what I
phone
would
on
have
me.
did.
But let's see. I'm going to get the draft order set here.
So it's basically if you were on a deserted island and you can only have 4 beers for the rest of your life, which 4 would you pick?
Man.
And you can only live off of those beers. You don't need fire or food or anything. Or water.
Can you make fire out of beer?
Just beer.
It is alcohol,
Yeah.
right?
All right.
Just use the Mad Elf.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's got to be high percentage.
Yeah.
All right. So the draft order is in.
Hell yeah.
Drafting first will be myself.
Rigged.
Drafting second will be Chris.
Rigged.
Third will be Mike. And then on the turn will be Ryan. So Ryan will get to pick 4th and 5th. So he'll get the back-to-back picks.
This is like Mario Party. We all just hit the blocks at the beginning.
Yeah.
It's like Pac-Man fever.
Where we
Love
hit the
that
blocks
game.
at the beginning.
Pac-Man Fever is a great game.
What about the box?
We should probably
Bird
stream
box.
that. We should probably stream some Pac-Man Fever one day.
Chris
Boy.
loves that game.
Girl.
Chris O'Cap.
Boy.
Oh.
Boy box.
Red box.
Well, beer.
Bread box.
Beer box.
Beer.
Beer box.
Where's the beer
Small
box
box.
in here?
Where's the beer box?
Yeah.
Could you imagine
It's wherever
just
you
a
want
little
it to be.
fridge on your,
Oh,
your
okay.
shelf? On like your kitchen counter for beer, like a bread box.
That would be sick.
Beer on the shelf instead
Yeah.
of elf.
Yeah.
But a cold
Belf
shelf.
on the shelf.
Oh, yeah.
Beer on the sheer.
Like just cut out the middleman of the fridge
Yeah.
and just open a little container.
Now, imagine they made a fridge that was in the shape of an Xbox.
Whoa.
I could say something right now.
I know.
Oh.
All right. So I think we just got to get this draft started. The beer talk is going to keep going.
Oh, it will.
We were thinking about doing a tailgate podcast, but we decided to skip that for today. We're going to save that for when tailgating season really.
That'll be back
Hits
when
full
I'm.
force.
Now, do you mind
I'm
if I
an
ask
alcoholic
something,
again.
Dom? Are you guys going to do a word game like you normally do at the beginning of episodes?
Oh, we can if you want.
Yeah, like word association or something like that?
You got it. You got an idea?
No.
You don't?
Nope. I'm a creature of habit, you know.
I could come up with a word, and then you three could just go down the line. And I would say hot or
do
cold,
that.
and the first one to get it right wins.
I'm down. I'm down.
I'm
for
down.
That. Yeah.
I'm down. I'm
I
down.
don't want to do it.
All right.
Yeah, it's dry January. I can't do that.
Let me think of a word here. Or an object or a person.
I don't like that one.
Just don't look to your right for any ideas.
Careful.
All right, I got it.
Got it?
Yeah.
All right, who goes first?
Ryan will go first, and just go kind of.
So are we saying a word or asking a question?
We'll just do words, and I'll give you a number.
Okay.
I'll give you a number 1 to 100.
Yeah.
NASCAR.
20.
It's close.
Out of 100,
Yeah.
that's 1/5. I had math.
What do you think?
You're next.
Football.
20.
Microwave.
Like 35.
Radioactive sports.
What?
0.
The sun.
25.
Hot Pocket.
70.
I think I know what it is.
Frozen White Castle sliders.
75.
Totino's pizza rolls.
70.
That's a little lower. What makes that a little lower?
DiGiorno.
70.
Ryan, you're up.
Stouffer's mac and cheese.
50.
I feel like we're just kind of going sideways. We're not going up.
Yeah.
Can you take me, Chris? Can you take me higher?
Yes. With arms wide open. I'm gonna say milk.
30.
Alright, so microwave's 35. Milk is 30, but Hot Pocket was 70, you said?
75,
Yeah,
he said.
75. Uncrustables.
78.
On the right track.
We're getting there.
Oh, I have an idea. I have an idea.
You can say, yeah. Do you want to forfeit?
Beverage.
1.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's not a drink.
Plasma.
40.
Ooh.
Chef Boyardee ravioli.
How is that closer
80.
to Uncrustables? What? Yes. Uncrustables and Chef Boyardee.
Toaster strudels.
Oh, Pop-Tart. Fuck.
80. 80.
80.
That's
Oh my
so
God.
much more than 100.
That's not what it is. 8,000%.
Eggo waffles.
5.
I'm on it, man.
There you go.
I'm killing it right now. Mike's mewing at the camera.
Sorry, I can't.
Pop-Tarts 80.
Toaster strudels are
Everything bagel.
6.
Why would you laugh at that?
So, toaster strudels 80. You said 80?
Yeah.
80.
No, you said Pop-Tart was 82.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking,
And Stouffer's.
Yes.
let's go like chicken nuggets, like frozen chicken nuggets.
90.
The Tyson Dino Nuggets.
10.
Let's go.
I feel like you're purposely scoring him so low for no reason.
I'm eliminating something.
That's true. Get eliminated.
Shout out to Phil Regular.
Phil Cap.
Yeah, Phil
Cap.
Cap. Listen to Phil Regular on Spotify.
It's chicken nuggets. Man, I'm at a loss. Frozen bag of shrimp.
I have one of those.
2.
On you right now.
It's in the freezer right now. Literally.
It's just in my pocket.
You had that at the diner.
Yeah, behind your
Two.
ear. Imagine.
Imagine that.
Wouldn't that be so funny?
That'd be so cool.
So chicken nugget got 90. I'm gonna
This is tough. I feel like this is gonna be so obvious for someone who's listening.
black bean burger.
92.
Bubba Burger.
The vegan burger.
Like a 1. I'm not even like doing this on purpose.
I'll have you know.
You'll understand when you know the answer.
I will have you know my strategy is just naming more frozen foods, and they happen to be higher percentages.
Oh, is it Kraft single?
45.
I was going towards the burger aspect, but it's similar to a toaster strudel.
Is it? I wonder if it's the food, or is it just freezer?
Is it just freezer?
10.
What?
So it is
Yo,
is it a
your-
food item?
Is
Your foot kicking the thing
sorry.
is like grazing the metal on the mic.
Sorry
So-
for taking you on a trip.
So is it a food item?
I'll say it is a food item. Yes.
is it the
hope you gave
old
a percentage
NASCAR
for-
tinfoil chocolate wrap things?
No, it's a 1.
Damn.
Give him the dignity of giving him a 0. I'm at a loss here.
Because NASCAR was a 20. It's a 20% on NASCAR.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is it a Frank? A Gliz? A dog?
5.
What?
So black bean burger.
Like I was thinking ballparks.
TGI Fridays cheesy potato skins, the frozen ones.
30.
30.
Similar to a burger. Man, this is tough. Why did I ask for this?
This is tough, actually. I don't know.
This is way harder than I thought.
Is it Mario Party 5?
No, 1.
Give him a 0. What are you doing? Wait, you can eat Mario Party 5.
Because
Though.
I'm on the right track.
It is a food item.
Every journey begins with a first step.
Every kiss begins with a K.
Every deed begins with Dale Earnhardt.
So it's a food item. It's frozen, I think.
And it's similar to a burger and a toaster strudel.
I was thinking, what's another thing that's like stuffed? Because that was what I was going through. Toaster strudel is like a container.
Yeah, but a black bean burger isn't stuffed.
It's stuffed with beans.
Is it?
Yeah.
What about what about what about like a potato roll? Like a burger bun potato roll.
30.
It's like you just heard of those today. Potato
Potato roll.
roll bun roll potato roll.
All right, we are back. We had a little technical difficulty, so some of the video didn't come through. We're back on video, though. Should be good for the rest of the episode. So, where were we, boys? What
Bagel bites.
Bagel bites?
Sorry.
50.
Well,
Yeah, that was all Chris's idea.
yeah.
So, you guys had like 10 minutes there, and that was what we
think
came
should.
up with.
Do we think we should give up?
No.
I say one more guess each.
Yeah.
If we don't get it, then
I'll give you guys a hint after that.
I'm gonna guess.
Or
I'm gonna guess Salisbury steak.
To 25.
Fuck.
might it be?
You said it was a food, right?
Yep.
It's a food?
Toaster. What? Could it be?
Is it a condiment?
No,
No, it's an actual food.
it's an actual food.
Okay.
Is it round?
Yeah, it's like roundish.
Is it rotund? Is it girthy?
Well,
Do it stank?
It can be.
Wood?
it can be. It can be stank.
Is it cheese?
65.
Is it Gouda feta?
Like,
Is it
one.
gorgonzola?
Is that your rap name?
Like 2.
Is it like? So it's kind of round. Is it like a Marie Callender's pie?
Like 15.
Is it a Lunchable?
Like 3.
Is it Lunchly? Is it prime energy
it-
drink?
1.
Is it Logan Paul?
Lean.
I'm sorry.
My final answer is lean cuisine.
4.
Book.
Look, go back into the black beans.
It's a black bean burrito. It's a burrito, like frozen burrito.
99.
Chimichanga.
Taco Bell 5-layer.
95.
Taco Bell 5-layer beefy burrito.
Yeah, 100. On fire. The beefy 5-layer burrito from Taco Bell.
Well, I feel like I'm really stupid.
What the
right now.
fuck?
Why is that? What is? How is that 90 toaster strudel?
Yeah,
No,
wait.
I said 80 for the toaster strudel.
What the fuck does that have to do
Because
with
it's stuffed. It's stuffed with something. It's something that's stuffed.
All right, bro.
That threw us off.
And then you said black bean burger at 9, and I put 92 because that's, got beans in it.
I guess so.
That was
All
a
right,
flawed game.
I see the vision. No, I see it. I understand.
And every time Ryan would you said black bean burger, then Ryan said Bubba burger. Like the Bubba burger's got nothing to do with the beefy 5-layer burrito.
It has meat.
It does.
That's
but-
true. Yeah, why'd you give
Beef.
him one?
Beef.
They both have meat. Oh wait.
Well, he didn't want to.
Yeah, they both have meat.
He didn't want to put me on the wrong track.
He
We
didn't
all
want to
have
make.
meat.
He didn't want to make it obvious.
Yeah. Why didn't I think Taco Bell? Taco Bell is 20% NASCAR.
Taco Bell is
sponsored.
100% what I think about.
When Taco Bell did its ancestry, it came back 20% NASCAR.
All right. I think that was long enough. That was like 20 minutes right there. So we gotta
gonna be
get
too long.
into this beer draft. So
Yeah.
Watch me knock this out in like 2 minutes.
I'm doing a lot of thinking with the number 1 pick here. It's a lot of ways to go here. Do you go for the crowd favorite? Do you go for my favorite? It's just you got to think because I'm not gonna have a pick here for a little while.
It depends if you want to win or if you want to be authentic to
That's
yourself.
true.
Because is it like a beer you like chug a bunch of, or is it just one beer you really savor and enjoy?
That's true.
You know.
Also
Yeah.
got to think about context.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of ways to go here with the number 1 pick. I mean, there's a lot of man.
There's a lot of beer. There's a lot of good.
A lot of beer.
Ryan's looking up beer. Yeah, he actually is.
What is beer?
Well, what kind of beer is there?
Just to be clear, we're not drafting the types of beer. We're drafting actual beers.
Yeah, brands.
brands,
Specific beer.
Yeah.
like specific.
I already know what my first pick's gonna be.
Oh my god, I'm trying to think of what I can get away with without getting picked here in like the next 4 or 5 picks.
Cream cheese. Shout out to
Tua?
Greg Cap.
Do
He
we
just said Tua.
go to the domestic light beer? Do we go into the IPAs right in there, or do we?
That's risky.
It is risky.
Yeah.
Then again,
Well, it's
maybe it's not. Yeah, it's risky because
because IPAs aren't enjoyed by everybody.
Yeah.
So you might have that all to yourself.
But this is your beer list.
Yeah.
You're on a deserted island. You can pick 4 beers you have an infinite
What is
supply
it with
of.
this guy in
What are you
islands?
picking?
You know what?
Go.
I think I'm just gonna. Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
The number one pick's a tough one to have. Because I really just get the ball rolling. And then once it kind of.
The beer is your oyster.
You know what? I'm going to go to the first one that I really liked.
Mm-hmm.
That was like my favorite. We're going to Miller High Life.
Oh, okay.
The champagne of beers.
Hell yeah.
I respect that.
I have a lot of Miller High Life gear. I have a Miller High Life bowling sign.
Yep.
Courtesy
we got that at the
of
Columbus
these guys.
Flea Market. Yeah.
Rhino cap.
So
And
I've kind of fallen out of love with Miller High Life recently.
it does the job. It does the job
Yeah.
still. It's the first beer I really loved.
What are you laughing at?
Miller's always such an
know.
easy beer to enjoy.
And High Lifes, it's just you get the nice bottles. They're usually like really cheap when you go out to a bar. They're like $2-3 depending on
Yeah,
the
it's
bars
true.
you go
It's
to.
true.
Yep, it's always refreshing when it's cold. It tastes good.
Yes.
It gives you like a good buzz
Very
every
bubbly.
time. You can never go wrong with it.
Yeah, and it's the champagne of beer, so like
Yep.
you're just classy.
Yeah.
And Rusty Wallace's car looked cool. when
And I
was
like
on
that
it.
they haven't changed their logo since they made it.
Yeah, it is.
I like that the Miller High Life logo still looks like it's out of the 40s.
Yes, we
I
would
fuck
love
with
to
that.
see it. All right, now
It's like a Yankee uniform.
on to the next pick. That would be,
Let's go, Mets.
I think, Chris, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you, Chris, me, Ryan.
Yep.
Yeah.
In no particular order.
So my first okay. My first choice, I'm picking it because I feel like it's enjoyed by everyone here. But it's also one of my favorite domestics, like regular beer that you can find everywhere. I'm going with the Banquet, the Coors
The
Banquet.
Banquet.
Oh, that's a great pick.
It's got a great flavor to it. It's one of the, honestly, in my opinion, it's one of the best. Is Coors under the Anheuser-Busch?
No, it's Coors is its own.
That's Coors' own thing. Yeah. I feel like of all those like standard beers you'd see in like a fridge at a bar or in a liquor store or something, like Coors Banquet would be my first choice.
Mm-hmm.
If it's like a backwater place that doesn't have a lot of beers, like every place is gonna have banquets, and those stubby bottles.
They are one of a
Something about
kind.
it. It's nice.
the stubbies never changed too. It's that old school look.
Yeah.
And I love
It's just-
that.
It's just got a nice like rich flavor to it.
They got nice merchandise too. I got a couple
True.
Coors Banquet shirts.
I love that yellow, the yellow color
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
the Banquet.
It flows out of the bottle well too. It's nice to drink.
Yeah.
That bottle just feels good. With a Marlboro Red in one finger and a Coors
It's like you talk out of experience.
Yeah,
do.
After 32 years, I lived my dream. Bucket list checked off.
Thanks, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Ivy Inn.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Meet us there every Saturday night for
You've
some
never been there.
beer, darts, and shuffleboard.
And smoking indoors. Kids don't smoke.
Yeah, I will say that place is great until you walk out of there and all your clothes are just reeking of smoke.
Yeah.
That place is great until you leave and want to go back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I miss it.
Make sure your laundry day is always the next day. That's all I have
Yeah.
to say.
Yeah, you better just run into the shower right after
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Wash the smoke off.
Yeah. All right. Well, we got Miller High Life and Banquet, Coors Banquet off the board, Mike. Number 3 overall in the 2025 Boys Beer Draft.
Is Everclear beer?
To our one friend Matt Cap.
Oh,
yes.
true.
Matt
No.
Cap.
I'm gonna go a little. I wouldn't say controversial, but this isn't the most liked beer. Between
I think I know.
our friends group, I think. But this is a beer I like.
Is he going to the Guinness?
I
right
personally like. I am.
now? He's going to the Guinness.
Guinness.
Guinness, stout man.
I
You
like
need to
Guinness
go to,
Guinness.
like-
I'm a stout man.
I
I'm
can
like-
see you just sitting in a pub in England, just downing a Guinness with the boys.
Yeah, I'm a dark beer guy.
They made St.
I'm a
Patrick's
black
Day for this
coffee
guy.
guy. I'm a dark chocolate guy.
We're gonna have fun on
His
St.
last
we
name-
have
I like
to
all
have
these
fun on
things.
St.
Me too.
Patrick's Day.
His last name
yeah.
is Irish,
It is
so
Smith. Capasso. And also, no, I like a Guinness. I like it. I like the color of it. I like the flavor of it. The flavor is usually pretty. It's a bit. I guess a bit bold, you could say. I like a Guinness taste, a bit bold. It's a bit heavy, so I like it definitely nowadays in the winter. I like the head of Guinness. How it's. I like Guinness
Damn.
head. I love. I love.
I love head.
I love head.
Do you,
Sue me.
you ever split the G?
Huh?
Or have you practiced your splitting of the G? Do you split the G?
The fuck does that mean?
You don't know what splitting the G is?
Drinking Guinness? No. What
It's
is
so
that?
you take the first sip of Guinness and you try to get it to like the top of the beer to split the G on the Guinness bottle, like the
Oh
glass.
no, I've never heard of this.
Yeah,
I've never heard
I'm a
of that
fake
either.
fan.
yeah,
You really are.
Sorry.
yeah. So the first sip, you're supposed to drink just enough to make it halfway through that G on the glass.
For me, Guinness was always one of those drinks that looks way better than it tastes. It looks like it tastes like a nice, warm, like black coffee or something like that. And then I taste it and I'm like, this is gross. There's something about it.
Yingling always just reminds me of one particular night when I first turned
You mean
21. Guinness, yeah.
Did you just Freudian slip what your pick is going to be?
No. No. I don't want to say it.
No, say what you were going to say. Guinness
No,
reminds you of
Guinness reminds me of one night. This girl I was talking to was from Staten Island.
what? Uh-huh.
So we went up there to drink. And we met up with all of our friends. And we started drinking a bunch. And it was just like shot after shot of Jameson.
Ugh.
And then I had one Guinness.
Ugh.
So I just turned 21 and I wasn't familiar yet. And I drank one Guinness. And it ruined the rest of
Yep.
my night.
Now, would you do?
It just created a
would you
pit
do
in my
Jameson
stomach.
and Guinness?
I'd rather not, but I'll stick with one or the other probably. But if I had to, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no Guinness for me. I've never ordered a Guinness. I think I've only taken a sip of yours, and that was the only time I tried it. It was all right. It was better than I thought it was going to be. Not my type of beer, but I mean, I think I'd like it more than like the heavier stouts and stuff like that. At least I haven't developed a palate for stouts.
I think I got to give
Just
it another
quite yet.
shot. It's been a few years since I've tried
They're
it.
nice.
I like the way it
They're nice.
tastes. It just creates such a horrible pit in my stomach.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
heavy in your
Yeah,
stomach.
my stomach's not strong enough for it.
I will say that's what's kind of nice about them.
It fills you,
You
up.
you have one, and then you're like, I'm
Yeah.
kind of good.
Yep.
So it saves you money. It's a sipping beer. It's a nice, like, chill
Yeah.
with some people beer. It's not like a party beer for
Yeah.
sure. It's not like a big.
It's
It's
event
not something
beer.
you can knock back.
Yeah, no, that's a.
Only
I'm
on
gonna
St.
watch a
Patrick's
movie
Day.
with some friends and have a drink.
Only
fair.
on St. Patrick's
So I'm
Day.
gonna have a Guinness and chill.
I respect that.
Yeah, that's the way. Don't do 10 shots of Jameson and then have a Guinness.
10?
Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
lot.
you were begging for it.
I don't
Yeah.
think the
Don't
Guinness
do
had
10.
anything to do with it.
my
Don't do 10 shots of Guinness and then.
this girl's
12 ounce
friends really liked me,
Jameson.
and they all just kept buying me shots.
Now, I know
And-
there are some.
yeah.
I know there are some beers that like people drink as chasers to a shot. Is Guinness considered one of those?
I don't know. It's just whatever beer's in front of me.
Yeah, it's kind of just anything lighter to ease
Because I know
attention.
they do like the one. I know Budweiser is like a big like chaser to like a shot. Like bars will ask you if you're getting like a Bud, like, oh, do you want a shot with that or something like that. But
Never been asked that, actually.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I've been to a few spots up in the city that do that a lot.
Well,
I guess it's
the
more of a
bars we're
common thing
going
up
to
there.
down here are fraudulent. They haven't asked once if I wanted a shot with my beer.
Yeah.
They could be making money
Yeah.
hand over fist.
Question: with the next beers that we choose, does it have to be just a brand, or could it be a specific beer within a brand?
I want you to be
Go
as specific as
specific, yeah.
possible.
Okay,
So, like, because I took Miller High Life doesn't mean you can't take Miller Lite.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Like, Coors Light's still on the board. Yeah, we didn't take, like, the whole brand.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So it's
All
not off limits.
Up
All right,
to you,
Ryan's
Ryan.
got 2 picks here. The last pick in round 1 and the first pick in round 2.
All right, so I didn't Freudian slip yet,
Not yet.
not yet. But my first pick is going. Anyone that knows me knows this is obviously going to be my first pick, and I'm staring at it right now. It is going to be
Is
Allagash
Polar
White.
Seltzer, Polar Black Cherry Seltzer.
Polar Blackberry Cherry Beltzer.
Do you want to hear my jaw crack?
It is, but my first pick is Allagash White.
What'd you think
Right
about
out of Portland, Maine, Allagash Brewery. It's my favorite beer of all time.
Yep.
It is the most delicious beer so far that I've ever tasted. It is a Belgian white. If you've ever had a Blue Moon, it is very similar to that. But every
But
single
way better.
tangy taste that you like out of a Blue Moon, amplify it by times 10. You don't need an orange. All the tangy flavors are built in. You can drink as many as you want. You won't feel hungover. You won't feel like sluggish halfway through the night.
That's right.
Beer rules.
It's light, but at the same time, like, gives you a really good heavy flavor.
It's so fulfilling to drink.
I think the big secret of this beer is they brew it with coriander. And I think that gives it a nice, like, a little bit of a spiciness or a little bit of a kick
Yeah.
that other, like, Belgian whites don't have. Don't look at me like that.
Listening.
Yeah, let's see. Well, they brew it with
Corian too.
coriander and Curacao orange peel. So, yeah, it's got this, like, citrusy, hazy kind of thing to it, but it is light. It's way lighter than, say, a hazy IPA or something.
It fits every season. You can drink
Yeah.
it in the winter. It's a refreshing beer when you're cold.
But it's a
perfect for the
really
summer.
good summer drink.
It's a perfect
man.
summer beer. It's light. It's the most well-rounded beer I've ever tasted,
Yep.
and the most unique beer.
And we went to the source.
Yep.
Me and Ryan went to the brewery.
Yeah,
up
me
in
and
Portland.
Chris
Caprice.
Caprice. Yeah, we went up to Maine for a little vacation about a year and a half ago. Went to Allagash Brewery in Portland,
Had some lobster with
and
it.
if we really want to get very
That's the world
specific,
ended.
the single-handed best glass of beer I've ever tasted was Allagash White, right from the source on tap.
Straight
That was
from
the
the tap.
single-handed best single beer I've ever tasted in my entire
Yeah.
life.
Can I make a comment here? I might get beat up for this one,
You
but
think it's mid?
yeah, I'm not the biggest Allagash white guy.
That's fair.
Yeah,
I don't
I've never
think
seen
it's
you
for-
drink it. Yeah.
What the fuck? No. I don't
don't-
think it is for everybody.
I honestly, I think, I would take a Blue Moon over it right now.
That I highly disagree with. I think Blue Moon is ass compared to Allagash. But
I've never really seen you drink Allagash too often. You never dove into it.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's
because he's
just
stupid.
well,
That's the host of Cut the Cap.
Fuck.
Co-host.
I just don't. I don't know. Like, it's not bad by any means. So I'm not saying it's
But
garbage.
it's not your like cup of tea.
Like, if it was like, if you gave it to me, like, I'm not gonna say no. Like, I'm not gonna. It's not like PBR where I'm gonna say no.
The thing that really separates that beer for me, and it's another reason why I do like PBR a lot. Any other beer, if I have a couple of them at a bar, I'll kind of just get really sick of it.
Yeah.
In that particular night, I could have like 5 of those and just keep going. It doesn't get old.
It has the same effect on me. I
Yeah,
think.
I just keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I do a night of even Bud Light Lime the next day, don't give me a Bud Light Lime. I don't want to look at it. The next day, the crack of 8 a.m., the
Yeah.
crack of noon.
Cracking alley.
Hey, Allagash, perfect.
Crack of 8 a.m. That's crazy.
All right.
So that's my number 1 pick.
What's your second pick?
So my second pick, there's so many good options.
Yeah.
My second pick was going to be Coors Banquet.
Damn.
That was going to be my second pick
Get
because
that.
that beer is phenomenal. But since Chris Ocapo
Close enough.
picked that
It's Capital
Capital,
Capo
Capasalupo.
my second
Yeah.
pick would probably be Yingling.
Yeah.
That used to be my favorite beer for a long time. That was always my go-to at every bar. Same kind of deal with Allagash. It's darker. It's a lot darker. It has a very rich taste. You pretty much never get tired of it. It's always refreshing.
You just stole my second and third pick.
Sorry.
That's fine.
But Yingling was always my go-to for a very long time, and still is.
Well, you had to know you weren't getting Allagash if you didn't
I
take
know.
it
I
in
know.
the first round.
I know. I'm too loyal to the banquet.
Yeah.
Banquets rule. I love banquets.
Yingling solid beer. I will have it from time to time. Not my go-to, but definitely not going to complain if I ever do have it.
I will say. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, it's just nice because it's like available at almost every single bar out there too. So it's cool.
Actually, I think it's a little more local than you think.
It's from PA.
Yeah, so I think if you actually go, into like, I'm sure if we asked Phil Cap, he probably doesn't have Yingling at like,
That
the
is
bars he's
true.
going
Yeah.
to out in Iowa.
When I
But-
was in Vegas, I never asked for Yingling, so I never tested that.
Another quick fact about Yingling. I think they're the first brewery in the U.S., right?
I think you're right. It's
I think
the
they're
America's
like,
oldest brewery.
pretty sure they established in like 1760 or something like that.
Huh.
I think it is America's oldest brewery. I
That's
think
why
you're
it
right.
tastes
Maybe.
like rusty and stuff.
Yeah,
Damn.
they got to replace their pipes, dude.
Yeah, the same pipes from back then.
Their factory is still running on like the river water thing that has the wheel, the water wheel.
There's a guy running on it.
Yeah. I will say, Yingling is only good when it's on draft. Can and in bottle, mid.
That's the thing that makes no sense about Yingling. It tastes so... Even
It's
like
the best beer on draft.
even bottle to bottle,
Best
it
beer.
can taste so
Yeah.
different sometimes.
It's too
like,
inconsistent.
Yeah.
It's too inconsistent.
But when it's on point,
can.
it is so good.
But on draft, it's always on.
Yeah,
Always. I've never
Yeah.
had a bad Yingling draft. It's perfect.
yeah.
And you get like the crispiness, and you don't get that in the bottle or
Yeah.
the can.
I
Yeah.
love crunchy beer.
A lot of times you get skunked Yingling out of bottles.
Yeah, it tends to be skunked a lot.
Yeah, it's like, and then you're just really disappointed.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, nice fresh Yingling, and you're like, oh.
Oh yeah, completely random. You said crispy and all that stuff, and it
Yeah.
reminded me. So I said back to the game before. You said chicken nuggets. I said 90, and I said that because Taco Bell just came out with their chicken nuggets.
Ah.
It's all coming together.
Yeah.
My brain wasn't smart enough for that.
Yeah, I did, bro. I am always gonna forget that Taco Bell has chicken nuggets. Like,
Yeah.
All
How
right.
could you?
They're okay. They're nothing special. I don't.
I have no
I'm
interest
not,
in trying
They're,
them.
they're $5 for $5. It's not good. Not a good deal.
That's
So
a terrible deal.
yeah. Anyways, Mike, you're up.
like $1 a nugget.
Your second pick.
No. Anyway. My next beer, I'm going to go a little specific. So I'm going to go Sam Adams, but not any Sam Adams. Specifically, Sam Adams Cherry Wheat.
I've never had that.
It's a
before.
very good beer.
I think I've had it
It's like
once.
a Cherry Adams. Or fuck.
Cherry Adam.
I
was
mean,
my favorite
kind of, yeah.
president.
John
It's
Dinosaur.
like, yeah, it's like, it's Sam Adams, but with a bit of a cherry
On top.
like flavor profile in it. It's very good. It's like my favorite beer to drink during the summer. I think it's very nice. And yeah,
Is it lighter?
It's very good.
Is it like a lighter beer?
yeah, it's a bit lighter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like a
Like
light
Yingling
lager.
level or lighter than that?
So-
lighter than Yingling.
So is it a summer beer? Like are you getting that in the summer, the fall, the winter?
yeah. I'd say more like summer, fall. Yeah, not so much in the winter. I'm
feel
pretty
like-
sure you
I feel
can. I
like-
don't think
I
it's
feel
like a
like I've s-
seasonal,
I
but
feel like we were somewhere and you had it. I can't remember where though.
It was the place in New York, in Corning,
yeah, that's right.
because
that's right.
because I got one on your recommendation.
They're nice.
And it
Was
was
I
pretty
there
good.
that day?
Yeah. It was
Corning?
it was after we went to the Glass Museum.
Yeah, it was that.
It's on the
one-
main
we
street,
went
the mac and
upstairs.
cheese place. Mac and cheese
Oh
place.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
The place is really good.
I asked for a chicken sandwich there, and I asked her to make it medium rare.
That's right. Yeah, while wearing a Sonic hat.
Yeah,
That was
Wasn't it
crazy.
Tails?
You're wild for that.
That was a
Oh, I
Sonic.
did try that beer. I tasted
Yeah.
your glass. That's right.
it's nice.
It was
It's a
good. That was
beer.
a good beer. Forgot about that.
It's nice. It's tasty.
Yeah,
It's very
It's a
tasty.
good pick.
It's a very good, because the thing is, I think with sometimes those flavored beers, it's either like too much of the flavor
Or not
or
enough.
not enough.
Yeah.
But I like the cherry wheat Sam Adams because it feels like a perfect balance, where you're not just drinking like cherry juice, but you're not just drinking beer. It doesn't taste like you drank a beer that after eating cherries 30 minutes ago. You know what I
Yep.
mean? It's
Yeah.
like,
But it's also not
nice.
just like a beer while someone's shouting cherries from another room.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Cool. We got some variety here. I think Mike's got the most creative list, I think, so far. 2 in. Chris?
See, this is tough. Because, like,
I stole all of Chris's picks.
well, yes.
Sorry.
No, you're good. But I'm also thinking, like, there's got to be some more local-ish beers that I know I like, but I can't think of them right now. And I don't want to, like, cop out by only saying, like, domestic beers. Because then I'll just feel basic. You know? It's a
Sure.
catch-22.
Look at your Untapped. See if there's something recently. Is
could.
there any beer recently that you've like was really wowed you the past couple breweries we went to?
Not really.
No.
I mean, I will say I am like a lager guy through and through. I love lagers. Specifically, what is it? Okay, wait. Dom, I'm gonna concede this to you, and then I'll go after your pick.
All right, if you're taking a lager or something, I'm definitely not taking
Okay,
that.
yeah,
so
yeah.
I mean, I think my
Well,
two picks
guess-
here. I don't think I'm gonna touch unless you get yours right now. I mean,
I guess I'll just go now with
Yeah.
like my third pick.
your third pick. What about
yeah.
your second pick?
It's your second.
Yeah.
I picked two because I was last.
No, I know. Hold on. Oh my god.
Dom is not a lager guy.
Yeah, he's not.
Not. I don't know why. Just really not it.
Do you like Yingling?
It's solid. Yingling's solid. I like it. I'm not. I don't love it. I like it, but I don't love it.
That's like the safest like lager you can get.
Again, if there's like 4 taps and it's like Coors Light, Yingling, and like a stout, I'll pick Yingling.
Yeah, yeah. It's always a safe beer.
Yingling's solid. It's nothing special to me, but it's
Yeah.
not undrinkable.
Yeah,
You give me a Yingling, I will drink it.
yeah. It is. It's always a safe bet. It always tastes good. Well,
And Budweiser's a lager. I do like Budweiser. So
Budweiser's good.
I just don't like the heavier lagers, or just kind of like, I don't know. Like we went to that Bonesaw
Yeah.
brewery and I tried like I just wasn't a
No
fan.
good.
I didn't like those lagers either. They were too like. The taste was too, not sour because I actually like sour
It was just
beers.
too bitter. Like it was
It's
just
bitter.
kind of bitter.
Yep.
I like you just left you with a really bad
Yeah,
aftertaste.
bitter's the perfect word for that.
The one that I had there was very good. Let me look at what it was.
I had one
was,
beer there that was absolutely phenomenal that we will be discussing soon. Spoiler alert.
I'm just gonna say.
All right, actually, I'm going to take the whatever peach sour you got there.
I mean, I guess for now I'm just gonna say I'm gonna go standard. I'm gonna go Budweiser.
There it is.
It's a classic. It's a good light lager. It tastes great in tap. Tastes great in bottle. And holding a Budweiser bottle at a bar just makes you feel like you're like back in the 80s or 90s or something.
It really
It's
makes you
just-
feel like a man.
Yeah,
does
there's something sentimental about it.
It makes me feel like Daryl Hannah Jr.
I feel like
Yeah.
Budweiser is like like when you think of just like
It's a standard beer. Yeah.
It's Budweiser.
Yeah, that's
You think of the red label with the white, like, what the fuck is that shape called?
The Clydesdale.
No, like a bow tie, the white bow tie shape,
the parallelogram,
the rhombus, the dombus.
the
I think
rhombus.
it's just bow tie.
Yeah,
The bow tie
the white bow tie
pasta
with the
on there?
Budweiser in the middle. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like nostalgic.
Yeah. We have a friend that said he tasted it. He tasted it for the first time and said it tasted like cream cheese. No clue where he got that
This
from.
man's palate, it means nothing to me.
Budweiser
We're gonna have to get him-
tastes like cream cheese.
Yeah. The first time he took a sip of it, he said, "Wow, this actually is pretty good. It tastes like cream cheese."
Has he had cream cheese?
As he had it.
He had beer battered cream cheese.
Oh,
Fuck.
ew.
Shout out to Greg.
Some kind
Yeah,
of
we'll get him on the show here soon.
So that's
He
my
wants to come on the show.
second pick.
All right, my second pick is a solid go-to. I think Ryan knows where this one's going. It's a tailgate staple for Dom Caps. It is the Bud Light Lime.
That was another one I was
Classic.
debating on. Good pick.
I'm surprised you didn't get that first, Ryan.
Yeah, the Bud Light
It was
Lime.
between that and Yingling.
The
Yeah.
Bud Light Lime is just so good in the summer. Nothing beats having a Bud Light Lime at 8 a.m. at a NASCAR race.
Breach.
When I met you in the summer.
Breach.
I mean, it's funny how I discovered Bud Light Lime. So I was on vacation in Virginia Beach, and I went in and I was like, you know what? We have a hotel room, right on the beachfront. I was like, you know what? At nighttime, I want a Corona with a lime, just a nice Corona lime on vacation, looking at the ocean. And I go to Walmart and I find the Coronas, and they have no limes. I'm like, well, I can't just have a Corona with no lime. So then I go into the beer aisle and I see Bud Light Lime. I'm like, you know what? Let's give it a shot. And lo and behold, that day I fell in love with the Bud Light Lime.
Well, did you text me that day? And
Probably.
I think you did. You're like, this beer rules. And I was like, yeah, it rules. I was like, I love that stuff.
Yeah, it is so good. Just it gives you a nice lime flavor, and it's so light. You could just go through them. You could down those things.
They taste so good. They refresh you. Mm-hmm. It's like It's almost like drinking a glass of water, but it's beer.
Yeah.
It's like that level of refreshing that a beer accomplishes. I love Bud Light Lime.
It is so good.
Yeah, it's very good.
And then
I didn't mean for that to sound so sarcastic.
It's good.
I didn't mean that sounds so sarcastic. I've never had it, but
It
the point
rules.
stands. I have had it.
and then my third beer.
Are you lying?
I'm not.
Third beer here. Oh my god! Now, I think I know what I'm going to say for my fourth pick because I know I can get it at the fourth pick.
Careful.
So I've got
Tread light.
High Life and I've got Bud Light Lime. So I gotta get off the light beers, or I could just stay with the light beers.
It's your list.
Um,
If you like light beer, name some light beers.
man,
It's all right. I know you want to pick BBR. It's okay.
I will never choose that ever.
BBR.
DDR.
BBL.
If PBR was the only beer left on Earth, I would stop drinking beer.
Are you
They
telling
heard
me a
that.
beer from 1840 is bad?
I'm sorry.
What do I, You know what? Is it Miller Lite, or do I go Michelob Ultra?
I
For
feel
this-
like
for the
Mick
sake-
Ultra is more you.
For the sake of being able to drink a lot of them, Mick Ultra is probably the way to go.
Hell yeah.
Or actually, do I go the Kona Big Wave? I've been on a Kona
Ooh.
Big Wave kick lately. You know what? Kona Big Wave. Give me the Kona Big Wave.
Whoa.
That's why
Interesting.
Dom's a
have one.
man.
Interesting point.
You've never had a Kona Big Wave?
Said I don't have one. I can't give it to you if I don't have one.
Oh.
Let's move on.
The Kona Big Wave is a great beer. The first time I had it was at the Yankees Royals game 1 of the ALDS this past year, and I had, I think, 3 of them at the game. It was just that good. I knew Ryan had it, and he was always high on it. So I was like, you know what, let me try it here at the stadium, and yeah, it was really good. I actually had a couple of them this past weekend, and it's just a very sweet, nice, just tasting beer.
It's good.
It just
Yeah.
tastes like you're in Hawaii.
It does. It captures it. I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah, Ryan recommended that one to me too.
I don't know if I've ever had that one.
On a different
It's good.
note, the Kona Longboard, I'm not the biggest fan of.
It's heavier.
It is. It's
heavier.
more of a lager, and that's
Yep.
I'm not a lager type of person.
Yep. It's heavier. It's a little heavier than the Yingling too.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Chris, your third pick.
I don't know. See, I'm still like conflicted because I can't think of anything. Because I know personally, like I'm a fan of like any like Mexican style lager. Like I love a lager that has like a little bit of a spice to it, a little bit of kick to it. I don't know, but I can't like off the dome think of any like. I know I've had some recently, and specifically I was thinking like I know I had one at a Buffalo Wild Wings recently that I was really fond of.
We love B-dubs here.
Yeah.
B-dubs fans.
Yes.
Go to after bowling league.
Big dubs.
Bowling League returns.
Isn't Modelo considered a Mexican lager?
Yes.
Yeah. But I remember I tried Modelo once and I was like not.
I don't like Modelo.
It's all right.
I was into
It's
it, but
nothing
it wasn't
special.
like my favorite thing. So
Modelo.
I like Corona over Modelo.
Same. I love Corona. Corona, I will actually order at a bar. Like Modelo, just feels like it's permanently skunked for my palate. I don't know.
I guess I'm gonna go off the wall here. I'm gonna go for a local. I'm gonna go for Bonesaw Brewing Crimson Skull Vienna Lager.
All right, we got our first local brewery shout out here.
Very mainstream beer.
Bonesaw. I know I didn't say very good things earlier about you, but
Yeah.
if you'd like to
I will say again,
sponsor the show,
yeah, a lot of their beers to me were kind of mid, but their Crimson Skull is like I think it's one of their biggest lagers they have, and it's pretty.
I
good.
will say I did really like their. I think it was Trees and Ashes.
Hot
or
Ashes for
Hot
Trees.
Ashes for Trees. I did like that one.
for a cool breeze.
They did have this really good stout called All Blacked Out, which is very good. Very like dark chocolatey, very smooth, very velvety, very rich. It was very good.
And I just know because when we go to Sergio's, right down the road,
Sergio Cap.
Sergio Cap Bores, he always has the Crimson Skull cans, and they're good. They're just
they
a
are
classic,
good.
a really really tasty lager. They are a little on the heavier side, but I still do appreciate them. Yeah, I'm gonna go that for my third pick.
Oh, pretty cool, pretty cool. All right, Mike, third pick in the third round.
So, my third pick is a specific one. It's there's this brewing company called Southern Tier,
That's good stuff.
and this is my favorite beer to drink in the fall. It's called Pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
Oh, pumpkin's so good.
Pumpkin
that's
is
a good one.
delicious.
They make a lot of really
Pumpkin's
good like
so good.
fall flavored, fall themed like
Yeah.
porters, right? Yeah.
I was between just the standard pumpkin or this other one that's also really good. It's caramel pumpkin.
Jeez.
It's delicious.
That does
It's
sound
so good. But I decided to stick with just pumpkin. I think it's more broad. I think it gets the bigger umbrella under the pumpkin beers.
Yeah.
Big pumpkin beer fan. That's like
Big pumpkin hates
that
him.
any of that like cinnamony, nutmeggy, pumpkiny fall type beers that are out there, especially pumpkin. That's like what I wanted beer to taste like before I tried it. If you know what I mean.
Yep.
That's
do
like
really,
what I envisioned it tasting like.
I enjoy it when it's on draft. When you get the brown sugar rim,
Yeah.
Yes.
then it's
That's
really
good.
good.
It is a nice treat. It's a nice experience,
Yeah.
especially again in the fall. It just hits nice. It gets you right in that cozy zone.
It really
Yeah.
hits when you're
It's
wearing a
really
flannel.
tasty. Yes.
But those are again, it's one of those beers I can only have one of. It's like they're so heavy, and they fill your stomach so much. Like
It's a
they're
sip.
good, but like it's like too much.
It's a
Yeah.
sip beer.
Yeah.
You ever have Shipyard?
Shipyard's
Shipyard's
yeah, yeah.
So good.
They make really good like fall beers,
Yeah.
fall porters.
Yeah, they rule too. It's a good pick.
That caramel pumpkin one is really good.
Oh,
It's like the same thing, but again, it's just a little sweeter. It's got a little bit of that caramel tones in there. Just brings it to a different level.
yeah.
But yeah, pumpkin, Southern Tier pumpkin. I think it's like Imperial Ale or something. It's very
good choice.
very good, very tasty.
All right, Ryan, your final two picks here.
Oh, I get the last two.
Well, you get your last two here.
I close it out. Okay. I
You
close
close
my- I
yourself
my list
out.
Close this tab up.
Yeah.
I just like give up.
Was this
Wait,
a live
wait,
viewing
wait.
of the?
Oh, that was Drummy. Shout out to Drummy. He gave PBR 5 out of 5.
That might be the only 5 I've ever seen for
Legend.
GBR.
I'm
Fucking
toasting,
love
I'm
him,
toasting
man.
that so hard right now. Okay, sorry,
Chris
I got
Captez.
distracted. Where's my list? Okay, so my next pick. This is a beer that I literally just had
Don't you dare. Pick.
1 week ago. Didn't even know it existed, but
Oh, thank God.
I've always been a really big fan of sours from breweries, like fruited sours, something very tarty. That has always been like my bread and butter when it comes to like craft beer.
I'm dirty.
Chris is tardy. He's late.
I'm late.
But I'm picking, this is also from Bonesaw Brewing,
Ooh.
Peach Hearts. It's called Peach Hearts.
Yeah,
That's going to be my
it's
next
pretty
pick.
good.
Sounds
I had
like
that in a
something-
flight.
Sounds like something straight out of Mario.
Yeah, it sounds like something
Yeah.
out of Kingdom Hearts.
It does.
Kevin Hart's.
But
Yes.
it's really tardy. It has a great sour, fruity flavor. It's incredibly smooth. It just tastes good. It smells good. It gives you a nice buzz. I could drink a lot of that. It rules. But I think that would be my third pick. I don't really have much. I don't have too much experience drinking it because I've only had one, but I absolutely loved it. So that would be my third pick.
Kind of like the rookie just bursting onto the scene. He got much behind him, but he's made an impact
Not much
right
behind
away.
the eyes.
It's like Noah Syndergaard when he was really good right off the bat, and now he doesn't even
Noah
pitch anymore.
Synagogue?
It's like that. Thor.
Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have a job. Shout out to
Man.
Thor if you're watching this.
Shout out
come
to
back
my
to the Mets,
boy.
please, I
He's
miss you.
homeless. He's boneless.
So that would be
Shout
my
out to
third pick. My last pick. You know what's funny? I probably would have picked Big Wave, but my good friend sitting right next to me picked it, and I'm glad he did. 'Cause I'm glad he liked it.
I know what's going to get picked. It's either going to be here or Chris is going to pick it. And I know.
Oh,
it's
you know
coming.
what I'm picking.
I know it's
Yeah.
coming.
It's like the last thing I can think of. 'Cause
So
And it's
this is
unfortunate that the list is going to get tainted by this.
shut up, dude. It's not that bad.
no. I don't think I'm gonna pick it. I actually don't. As much as I really
Undeserved
like it,
hatred.
you know, I'm gonna pick an old beer that I haven't had in a long time that used to be my go-to, the Amber Dos Equis. That's gonna be my last
Equis.
beer.
Dos Equis is that considered a lager or is that like a light?
It's more like a lager,
Yeah.
especially
Actually,
the Amber. The Amber's even darker.
I should try that
Yeah,
I don't
Dos
mind
Equis
it.
is
because I've never
awesome.
had it, and I feel like that'd be right up my alley.
Dos Equis is really good.
Yeah.
And
Dos
the-
Equis has like a honey flavor to it.
yeah.
If I
This
remember
is making
correctly.
me just really want one.
Dos Equis is good,
Yeah.
but the Amber in particular is my favorite. It's slightly darker than the Dos Equis, and it just has this super smooth taste to it.
Next time we're at a bar and you see it, point it out.
Mm-hmm.
I'll definitely grab it.
I actually haven't had it in a long time.
Yeah.
I feel like Dos Equis was really popular in like 2013, 2014.
Because of those ads.
Yeah, and then they just like kind
That-
of just
that old
disappeared.
guy.
'Cause
That
they
old
were
fuck.
like when I first turned 21, they were everywhere. No one talks about it now.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird. But I think that rounds off my list. I'm gonna finish it off with Dos Equis Amber.
I would choose your list
good
over
pick.
mine.
No,
Legit.
choose your list. You have
My list was kind of weak.
You have Banquet.
Come on. You got.
They have no faith in your list.
Yeah, I know.
I don't. I really
You
don't.
have Coors Banquet. I love that beer.
That's I'd argue that's the only beer I'm like 100% in on my list. I'm 100% in on like two of your beers, the Alley and the Ying, the Young Lung.
the Skywalker Younglings.
Yep. Oh no.
So that's my list.
All right, Mike, your final pick.
So, I'm between two right now.
Pick them up.
One of them, whatever one I don't pick, I think I will just give a quick shout out to.
Okay, an honorable
After,
mention.
An honorable mention.
Yep.
Because one of them is, I think
didn't
it's
we-
better for a broader audience. I think
Call me a broad?
probably, yes. Slut. And the other, I think I probably enjoy having more, but it's a bit obscure. Man, this is tough.
I believe in you.
You know, we should have just. Why did we say 4-pack? We could have just said make your flight.
Yeah. All right, start over.
Yeah. I still wouldn't change it.
Oh man, what do I have already? I have Guinness. I have
Your pumpkin.
Sam Adams cherry wheat.
That's right.
I have
Pumpkin.
pumpkin.
It's actually a really good list.
Yeah, you got a lot of flavors on your list.
Yeah.
Very flavorful things.
I think what would be better for the list is this one, Bud Light Platinum.
Oh,
Never had it.
It's very good.
Strong.
It's just
Never had
better
it.
Bud Light.
It's stronger. That's
I
what I'm
remember
calling it.
when you
Not
brought
don't
much
they just call it
stronger.
Bud
It's just
at
like
that
an extra
point?
like percent or two stronger.
It kicks.
If
But
it's not light, why don't
It's
they just
nice.
call it
It just
Bud?
tastes. It's just Bud Light, but they just
But not
it's
light.
just it's just better.
You remember how you said you like that kick with your beers? That like little spice,
Yeah, yeah,
that little
yeah,
kick?
yeah.
Bud Light Platinum's literally that for
Yeah,
Bud Light.
maybe I should try that. next
Bud
time I
Light
see it.
Platinum is very nice.
It literally has that extra like oomph right at the end of it.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
I used to drink that a lot.
Bud Light Platinum is
really
I
very
remember
good.
you brought those. That's when I had it for the first time. They come in these like nice bottles.
Yeah,
too.
they're really cool.
Yeah,
They
it
got
does.
that dark blue color and
Yeah.
then like really cool.
Has the
like,
silver-
dark gray level. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, Bud Light Platinum's really good. I
When did that beer come
I don't like regular Bud Light anymore. But
You've been
I like
spoiled.
yeah, after having just craft beers in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that's the thing. Just like I really like trying like a bunch of different like weird beers, and after trying so many at this point, it's hard to go back to just like normal
Yeah.
light beers. There's only a handful
Yep,
that I like
That's right.
yeah.
that like I'll still go back to and enjoy. But like
Oh yeah.
Bud Light Platinum is one of the ones that I could still go back to and still enjoy. Probably because it has that little extra oomph, so it's like
It's nice.
it doesn't feel like I'm just drinking like piss.
Yeah. Piss with
Not that
some,
there's
like,
anything
maple
wrong with it.
Not
syrup
there's
in them.
anything wrong with that. It's good in like the winter. And
Yeah, it warms you up.
yeah. And now that other beer I'm gonna give an honorable
Here
mention.
we go.
Yeah.
I didn't want to put this on the list because I already have a stout.
Okay.
But this stout, there's this company called, it's like the Pastryarchy, I think it's called.
That's awesome.
And
Wow.
the beer is called Unicorn Farts.
Oh
Wow.
This is a chocolate cinnamon crunch.
Pastryarchy is crazy.
Chocolate cinnamon crunch breakfast stout.
Whoa.
It's delicious.
That, that,
It's
wow,
very,
that
very
sounds
good.
Sounds dark.
It's
where
delicious.
are they like located? Like, where'd you find this?
I don't know. I just found it in a store. I just
you
bought
just
one
picked it up,
one time,
Interesting.
and they're very good. It's Duclaw Brewing Company
Yeah, where are they located?
in Baltimore,
Baltimore.
Maryland.
Oh, so it's not that far.
Yeah, no, it's not that far. I'm sure they have a lot of other really good beers, but that's the only one
Shout
of
out to
them
The
that
Wire.
I've tried, and it's just nice. It just got a nice like sweet flavor. It's probably one of the heavier stouts that I've had. It's a heavy beer. You have one. It's one and done, but just has a very nice, tasty flavor.
Shout out
And
Poe the
it's
Raven.
really good.
You're
Oh,
a fan
yeah.
of like sitting
Oh, the
back
Raven
and like
mascot.
like just slowly sipping on like a really rich
Yeah.
beer. You're a fan of that. You don't like downing like
See, that's been
a
my
lot of
vibe
beer.
lately.
Yeah.
I've been very much of the persuasion of just knocking them back.
yeah.
I get as much down as I can.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, there's nothing
Yeah.
wrong with either. Because
It's like-
I like both approaches.
Yeah.
Well, Mike,
It
didn't you?
kind of
Well, you tried taking 100 shots of beer in 100
Yeah.
minutes.
Christ.
yeah. That's why my least favorite beer since then is Keystone Light.
Oh,
I hate Keystone.
I can't
Light.
drink Keystone because I tried to do 100 shots of beer in 100 minutes.
Of
I got to
Keystone?
84,
84 is impressive.
and
that is.
I
Did you actually convert how
Ascended.
much?
I like-
how many
I-
ounces that would be?
100 shots of beer is I think it's like a little over like 12 beers.
Okay.
But if you that
that's
that
it?
doesn't sound like that much until you think, oh wait, but 100 minutes.
It's
That's 12 beers in less than 2
and
hours.
40
I was gonna say 12 beers does not sound like a lot to
It's
me.
not a lot if it's 100 beers in like a day.
It is still a
Or
lot.
100 shots
100
of beer
beers in a day. Whoa.
12 beers is a lot.
Standard
Average
Monday,
NASCAR
yes.
day.
Average Monday. Average work day. And no, but yeah, so I had 84 and I'm pretty sure I experienced like ego death or like I just I woke up and I
Straight up
remember
geeked
I
off
had
the
I
Keystone.
had a fraternity meeting at like 10 a.m. the next
Oh.
day. So I was like, it'd be fun to do this challenge the night before. Who cares? And I felt I couldn't function at the meeting. I was just silent, which
went
wasn't
nonverbal.
good because I was like on like I was like the vice president. So you can't just be silent
Yeah, you
when
just
you're
went
like
completely
second in
silent.
charge.
Y'all mind if I go nonverbal at the front?
Yeah.
I didn't explain. I just said I was. I don't know,
Hey guys,
stressed.
I'm not okay.
I'm stressed
Yeah, it's just
out.
finals. It's like it's like October.
I feel like we've all had a traumatic Keystone Light night. I had one.
I haven't.
I had
I still
one.
haven't even tried.
I
Keystone.
haven't
Dude,
either.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try it.
I was at a party. Like, long story short, I was at a party when I was probably like, I don't know, 18 or 19.
Yeah.
There was nothing but Keystone Lights there. Got
Keystone.
incredibly drunk off of them. It was the first time I felt sick the next day.
Yeah.
Never had one ever again.
Yeah, I don't
It has
blame
been
you.
just-
many years
it's
since
just-
then.
I've heard they're bad. I've never tried one, but I
It
don't
is
want to try
the
one.
bottom of the barrel light
Yeah.
beer. Like, truly
Right.
the absolute bottom.
That's
I-
the one you buy just if you need just a lot of
Right.
beer.
Yep.
And you're broke.
Yeah,
That's what
you're
you get.
flat broke.
I've
Yeah.
heard Natty Light is like that too, but I've had Natural Light.
I like
and
Natty
I don't
Light.
mind it.
Yeah, I like
I
Natty
don't
Light.
mind it.
I can drink Natty Light. I can drink Natty Light. I can get 4 in, and then I'm like, I'm
Yeah,
completely
yeah,
over
I
this.
agree with that.
But like PBR, pile them on all day.
Yeah,
Dom,
what a
Dom
segue.
agrees. Dom agrees
my
with me.
my Natty Light story, if you don't mind. Me and
All right, that'll do it.
Oh, sick. That's all the time we have. Me and my band played at a basement venue called the Laundromat. And their whole shtick was that, because this is just a house venue, so their basement has their washing machines down there. And their whole gimmick was that they would put a keg in the washing machine and serve people out of it. And
Whoa.
this was at the point in my life where I was still only drinking ciders. I hadn't made the transition to beer yet. And they didn't tell me what it was. But later found out it was Natty Light, and I tasted it. I was like, this is not bad. And ever since then I've been a beer person. So.
That was the turning point.
Yeah,
Turn
I think
the
so. I
corner.
really think so.
Natty Light. out of
Natty
all
Light.
things.
Yeah.
I like Natty Light.
So is it my turn, number 4?
Yeah.
All right. Going with tried and true, the Blue Ribbon.
Yes.
Pabst.
Let's go.
Look,
Yes.
there's a history there. There's a history to the brand. Like it had its ups and downs. It had its ebbs and flows. It was the old man beer for years. And then it had a resurgence. It became the hipster beer. Now it's still kind of considered a hipster beer. I just like it. It's crispy. It's got a nice it's an even flavor to it. It's light, but it's also like, I don't know. It's just balanced in my opinion.
agree.
It's a very balanced light beer that I could just again knock back. I buy like a 6-pack of even the tall ones. I could drink the whole thing, no problem, and I'll still feel fine after it. Just one of those beers for me, you know.
It gives you a really satisfying buzz.
Yeah,
And
it
you still
does.
feel light on your feet. That's why I love it so
Yeah.
much. It tastes good.
It does.
I think that beer absolutely rules.
It does.
I really
Yeah.
do. I defend that.
I'm glad
Dom is shaking
I'm
his
glad
head
you're
right
in
now.
agreement with me. Dom's a certified
That's
hater.
that's my 5th pick. That would have been my 5th pick. I love that.
Dom's
beer.
pick number 4, Haterade.
I love that beer. For a beer that was, around when the Civil War was going on.
Yeah, it's an old ass beer.
Pretty good.
Damn,
Yeah.
it's been here since the 70s.
And shout out to Captain Hooks. It's a bar, a local bar.
Is that Seaside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wednesday nights, $1 PBR.
$1 PBR.
It's the can. It's not like they cheap out and give you like a tiny little plastic
Yeah.
cup. It's the can.
And every now and then you find PBR on draft, and
Yeah.
it does taste. I think it tastes. So you can't go wrong with the PBR can.
Yeah,
like
no,
it's
it's
a
classic.
classic. It
Yeah.
tastes good. The draft, I'd say it's a little better.
don't
PBR
think-
on draft is pretty good. But
I don't think I've ever had it on draft before.
Dom, do you want to explain your counterpoint?
It sucks. There's nothing.
All right.
There's nothing behind.
You
it.
didn't hear me bashing your beers,
It's just
Mr. Mick Ultra.
There's nothing to it. It's just it tastes bad. It's bad. It's not a good beer.
I'm surprised because you enjoy light beers. That's
Yeah,
what makes
but
it
I mean-
I'm
surprising.
surprised because you enjoy shitty beers.
I mean, like Busch Light, you could drink that. And
Fuck
PBR
Busch
is
Light.
just
Busch Light is so
I love-
much worse than
I love
PBR.
Busch Light. Busch Light Peach.
Busch Light Peach.
Oh, that should have been my 4th pick. I messed up.
Oh, you did.
Yep.
No, just PBR.
No, I there would have been 2 peach beers now. Wouldn't have fit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. PBR is just not it.
Look
So
again.
what
I-
happens when you taste it? Like what is going through your head? Like,
It's just this sucks. Like it's just like I don't know, why am I drinking this?
Like what does it taste like to you that turns you off? Like
it
what
just has a weird like taste to it. It's just like a weird like shitty taste to it.
Like again,
For
I
a
will
light
say,
beer, it's just kind of like a shittier light beer, and like light beer, I like light beer. And it's the bottom of the barrel for light beer for me.
I will say, coming from a previously a reformed beer hater, I understand why people would hate PBR. Because I know if I had PBR, maybe like, was that loud? Did I peak?
Maybe.
I don't think I picked it up.
I'm literally peaking
I
right now.
don't think it picked it up.
Coming from a reformed beer hater, I understand. Because I know if I had PBR like even like 8 years ago, I would fucking despise it. I'd probably hate it as much as you do. But now that I've tried all the like domestic light beers, PBR just feels like a step above the rest of them, in my opinion.
It's like I might have to try Keystone Light just to see which is worse, Keystone Light or
I'll be a witness.
Keystone
PBR.
Light for sure.
I'll be a witness to that. You know, the one thing people don't talk about enough is how different alcohols give you different like drunks.
That's true. Yeah, they all have a different effect on
Yeah.
you.
And I love the drunk PBR gives me.
Yeah. It's
That's what the whole appeal is for me.
Yeah.
It is like the perfect buzz.
It's a chill buzz.
Yeah, I
That
love
doesn't
that.
make you sick.
Yep.
Or
You
feel like bloated.
Yeah, you feel light on your feet,
Yeah.
but you still feel like you have a good buzz going.
Exactly.
You feel good. I
Because
love
like,
that
say
for
if
that
I
beer.
had like 6 course banquets or something, I'd feel like bloated and
Yep.
like
Slow.
fat and slow.
Yep.
But PBR, I have 6 of them. Like I feel that same buzz, but I'm like, yeah, it's
Yep.
like you said, I'm just ready to run a lap or something.
That's why Allagash is. That's why I love
Same thing.
Allagash.
Same thing with Allagash.
You're good to go. I wake up the next day after drinking a bunch of those.
I'm good.
Fine.
Good.
Like, But as much as I love Yingling, you give me like 6 Yinglings, I'm
tough.
on my ass the next day.
Yeah.
Like, it's rough.
All right.
All right, final pick of the draft. I can go a lot of the ways here, but I think I'm just going to go with my favorite beer right now, and it's got to be the Sierra Nevada Hazy Little Thing.
Wow.
Hazy IPA. It is really good. The first time I had it was at B-Dubs. I believe it was after bowling. It might have been watching the World Series. But it is a really good beer. Hazy IPAs have been my thing lately. Just give me that little like citrusy flavor in that IPA, and it is really good. You get just 2 of those, and you got a good buzz going. And I've been going through and thinking I want to go to the brewery in North Carolina, and I will be going to Charlotte this year. So it is 2 hours away from Charlotte, but I think I might try to add a day to the vacation to
Make the trip.
take a trip to the brewery.
Take the slip.
Looking at the pictures and maps on it, it looks like a gorgeous venue too. So I'm actually really excited to hopefully go there.
If you love the beer enough, take the time to go there. Trust me, it is completely worth it.
Hazy IPAs are nice.
Yeah.
They're nice. If you get used to the bite that they have,
Yeah,
and then if you get past that, then they could be a pretty nice change of pace if you're used to like more standard beers.
I think I will say, because I've never been a big IPA guy, I think hazy IPAs are kind of like easing me into it.
yep,
They're kind of like the gateway drug to
Yep.
IPAs.
they are. I like them too for that.
Yeah.
It is a way to ease in.
You have that citrusy flavor, so it's not just all hops and all.
Yeah. It's
all
not
of
too
that.
much.
Yeah. So there's not that much of a bitter
Yeah.
flavor or like that nasty IPA
the hoppy-
aftertaste that you
yeah.
can get. And it does the job for me. It's the only beer I've rated a 5 on Untapped, and I've rated 55 beers on Untapped.
Damn.
I mean, that's nothing
That's
compared to our friend Peter.
Peter,
Who is at 909. He's at
What?
900 something beers.
He's
Yeah.
almost at
logged.
1,000 beers
Yes,
logged?
different
This
beers.
year?
No.
yeah.
This month?
He's been on there for like 10,
10
11
years,
years.
Oh,
He's been telling me to download that app for such a long time.
yeah.
Again, social media for beer.
Well, hey,
We were a little late to the game, but we're here now.
I finally downloaded it December 28th, and so far I've logged 30 beers. So do the math, week and a half.
Shout out to
That's
Johnny.
like what's the average on that? That's 10 days. That's 3 beers a day.
3 beers a day.
I've
Oh,
been
yeah.
averaging. So
And you're a little off today. Well, yeah, only got one
you know,
today.
healthy lifestyles.
Yeah.
all around. You know.
Shout out to Johnny for giving PBR 5 out of 5.
Maybe the only 5 it's ever
I'm
gotten.
just gonna say that one more time.
I toasted it.
So was that
think
the
that's
last
it.
one?
That
Yeah.
was the last one.
All right. So what's the recap here?
I think
Should we go down the line?
Yeah.
Do a quick recap of what we all picked.
do a quick decap recap.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Decap.
no, 5s.
Cut the cap.
Oh
Cut the
my
recap.
God.
Get decapitated.
Recap.
Fives.
Recud.
There we go. Okay, there's one.
Recap
Went
the
to a
recap.
high rating.
Rack
trying
the
to
back
see
back but whack that
Recap the weed
He had
transfer.
so many
the
lines
Wiimo.
of PBRs,
the ribbit,
and they're all fun. Oh, he hates it. Oh my God. Pete gave it a 0.5.
What is it, PBR?
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
He just put LOL.
Oh,
Haters,
that's
bro,
so funny.
haters.
Back in 2017, he had a can of PBR.
Undue hatred.
Just said LOL. It's actually, I'm toasting that right now. I'm toasting that right now.
Oh my
see that.
goodness. All right, so with the recap.
Yeah.
Recap decap.
All right, so with the first pick, I have Miller High Life, Bud Light Lime, Kona Big Wave, and the Sierra Nevada Hazy Little Thing.
It's a good
Second
list.
was Chris.
Yeah. I have a Coors Banquet, Budweiser. I have Crimson Skull Vienna Lager, and I have Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Mike was third.
Yeah. I got Guinness, Sam Adams Cherry Wheat, Southern Tier's Pumpkin, and Bud Light Platinum.
And Ryan was fourth.
I got Allagash White, Yingling, Bonesaw's Peach Hearts, and Dos Equis Amber. Those are my 4.
Okay.
And that is the conclusion of the 2025 Boy Beer Draft.
Boy dinner.
Vote for me.
Boy dinner, boy dinner, boy
The
dinner.
4-pack, or
Honestly, I'd
the
vote for
create
Ryan.
your own flight, or the survival on an island beers.
Flight of the Bumble D's.
I'll give you money if you vote for me.
So
Flight of the decaps.
make sure you comment who
Flight
won this draft.
Yes.
Flight of the
Comment,
beer.
Let us know.
The winner maybe will get a beer.
Like, comment,
You
subscribe.
get an Allagash if you vote for me.
Get your Twitch Prime subscription.
And if you
Yeah.
don't vote for me, you get nothing. You lose.
Yeah,
Get your sub batch and emotes.
yeah, winner gets 1 beer, full price at their local bar.
Yeah, just go to a bar. Like,
You're welcome for the recommendation.
On us.
don't tip your
For you.
bartender because they already get paid enough.
Do you agree with that, Dale?
Good answer.
Good
You
answer.
just want to rattle our
Good
cage.
answer.
All right. Well, Chris, Ryan, thanks for joining us on this episode.
Happy to be a guest.
Happy
Thank
to be
you.
here.
And Mike, do you have your weekly words of wisdom to close us out?
6 beers, 4 men,
No fears.
better ingredients, shitty pizza, pop a fuck.
And there you have it. We'll see you next time on Cut the Cap.
Howdy do.
Bye. Cut the
Credit
cat.
card. You
Cut
got
the
it.
cat.